To me personally, this is the best work I've done. And this is what it looks like. Much more screen accurate. It looks much better from the camera. Honestly, in my opinion, it looks much better. I really love the look of this. Honestly, I really do. I really love the look of this. Honestly, I really do. I really love the look of this. Honestly, I really...
What the fuck was I thinking? Hello everyone, welcome to the Ginger Snaps here. My name is Steven. 2 years ago, I had released my very first video, which was my review on the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers mask from Trick or Treat Studios. I then did a follow-up video of that, where I had completely repainted it. It was a nice little mistake where I said I rehauled it. And from what you have seen in that video, was obviously a rookie who wasn't really developed very well when it came to repainting a mask. In all these photos, you can obviously tell with the paint job I had done and certain types of lighting, it was not to my satisfaction. I would constantly repaint this mask time and time again to the point where it was completely butchered. I did not understand how certain paint jobs would happen, and so I would go on YouTube and constantly look at different rehauls. I would go on different pages on Facebook or Instagram to try and find a suitable, reasonable looking mask with tutorials on how they would look. It got to the point where after every single time I had repainted it, the scars would then start to get built up and would no longer be there, to the point where now the mask was just unidentifiable. It did not look like a Halloween 2018 mask, to the point where I had to go and buy a brand new one. Now, before I could even start the new one, I was going to finish that previous one. I eventually did, and then moved on to the new one. Now, with many months of trial and error, many months of working at it, and getting certain paint jobs right, and getting certain textures right, and getting just the look to finally be to my approval, and hopefully to a lot of other people's approval, I finally finished the mask. So I'm here to present the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers mask from Trick or Treat Studios, repainted by yours truly. And this is how it looks now. Obviously, it's heavily modified. A lot of masks I saw online, which were a lot more dirtier, a lot cleaner, a lot more yellow. The scars on the mask, the de-aging would go overboard. Now, of course, I didn't want that. I wanted to be as authentic as possible, and from certain lighting and certain shading and certain scenes of the 2018 film, the mask always seemed like it was different, a different mask every single time, but it wasn't. It was just the same mask, just in different fucking lighting. So now, I finally got to the way I wanted it to look. Now, a lot of videos, as everyone does with all these masks after they've rehauled them, is, you know, they just show them up close and whatnot. But I don't see certain type of lighting or whatever. So, this is where I'm going to now take the opportunity to show you this mask up close and in different lighting, how it can look. So as we can see here, we have it under the kitchen lights here, and you can see the differences in how the look is compared to the previous little clip there. Now, you can see the identification with the dirt and how the paint is. It just looks very grungy, but not like Rob Zombie grungy, you know what I mean? Like, it's got that 40-year age to it, and after all the times I've seen this mask repainted, rehauled, everything, it actually looks something I'm more comfortable with saying is actually perfect now. So now I'm going to show you guys, now that we've seen what it looks like under certain lights in my kitchen here. I'm going to just turn the light on here on my camera, and you see right there too, it actually kind of has that texture with it where you can see that there's some white still, but at the same time it's, you know, very dirty. Like, you know, we can move from side to side. It's quite dirty and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, like, I'm very impressed with how this mask turned out, just because of the simple fact that, you know, it doesn't look so blatantly obviously white or blatantly obviously dirty. It's a mixture of the two, so it's aged very well. Now I'm going to actually take the time to actually turn certain lights off to show you exactly what I mean by different lighting, you know, exposes the mask in a different way. So if we turn the camera off, or the camera light a little bit brighter there, and we turn the kitchen light off, there you can see, yeah, like I said, it just looks a little bit more different now. And now if we turn the camera light off, boom, look at that. Obviously, you can see here that the cracks are now kind of disappeared now. But yeah, I mean, even in the movie, they look like they've disappeared, where these ones, they are quite exposed. But yeah, I'm actually impressed with how the mask turned out, because like even when you turn to the side, yeah, it looks like it's just completely gray and whatnot with that little hue to white. But that's what I mean by like certain mixtures of paint. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you exactly the best mixtures to use to make your mask look like this. So for what we got here, we got our little cups here for all the paint. I picked these up at Michael's. They had a pack of 6. And these work very well. I just mainly use hot water for them, and the paint just tends to actually wash out. Now, you want to grab your brown, white, vanilla, yellow, of course some black, and of course your liquid latex. Now, of course, for the liquid latex, it actually makes sure that the paint actually stays onto the mask. It just blends very well. Now, I do have to make a correction, because a lot of the videos I've seen, they used white and vanilla with the liquid latex and then did a 2-to-1 ratio and everything. But I'm going to be telling you this now. Take your white and tell it to fuck off. Mix vanilla with yellow. And this is going to be the blend that you get. So we're going to just show you guys real quick exactly what kind of blend you get. So put some vanilla in there. Just a little bit more like that. But you're going to put a little bit of yellow. So about that much. So as you can see there, it's only got that much. So of course, you'd also add your liquid latex, but just for the sake of the video, I won't do that. Now what we will do is pour just a little bit of water in there. There we go. You're going to want to grab yourself a paintbrush for mixing. Usually just go for the one brush that you know for a fact will be good for mixing. So we'll grab one of these and we'll spread it. Now, of course, vanilla is kind of like a more yellowy kind of white to it. It's not too bad of a white, but white is just, my god, every single time I saw a vanilla with white mixture, also with the liquid latex, it just looks more like a cream. For the mask, you're kind of going to want it to look like this, where it actually kind of looks more like a darker vanilla, just because of the fact that this actually blends the mask a little bit better, especially if you want to make it with the dirt. Pop more, this is the best way to do it. Alright, for now, for this one, what we're going to use is we're going to use our black and our brown, and we are going to make a mud type of mixture. So grab more brown than black. So we'll put that much brown in there, depending on how you want the mask, right? So, and then that much black. We'll go ahead and grab yourself some more water. It's always best to always mix it with a little bit of water. Just like that. Not too much, right? So, we got that with their little mixture. I didn't put liquid latex in there just because, you know, I'm not going to be painting the mask again. But, this is what you're going to see. So now, it's not so much of brown nor black. It looks just like how mud would look. So, then you'd go use this, you would then just, even the consistency of how this looks right now, how thick it is, that's actually not too bad. You'll take one of these other cups here and fill it up with water, just because, you know, you want to dip it in this for the next trick you want to do. Grab yourself a standard, you know, spray bottle, fill it with water, and what you'll do actually is you'll just, you know, hose down the whole entire mask. Then you just take this, dip it in the other container with the water in it, and then you just smear it. And well, after you're done smearing it, you take a, you know, a paper towel or a dry cloth or a wet damp cloth, and you just kind of pat it, and yeah, you'd end up getting the dirt, the mud, quote unquote, stuck to the mask, and it'll look like it has aged so much better. So that's the 2018 Michael Myers mask from Trick or Treat Sewers. I have successfully repainted, essentially rehauled. I hope you guys like this video and also the tips of what to use and how to do it. Of course, I didn't show you guys me painting the mask because that was just a process where I can't have a camera shooting. The minute I start something, I just go. Now, if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up, and if you want to look for more content, hit that subscribe button. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. And to end this video, I'm going to be showing you some nice little clips of how the mask looks in costume. Other than that, this has been the Ginger Saps here. My name is Steven, and I'll check you guys out in the next video.